All right, take two on a live. For some reason, the first live did not go very well. It was some stuttering sound, so I hope you're watching again. If not, or watching later. I just want to say good morning. We're at our farmer's market again. And not to be repetitious in case you did watch the first time, but I'm going to say it again. I was just having a nice conversation with my friend Jamie Sammons, who stopped by here at the market, and we were talking about the Amazon and the tragedy of those fires, and how a lot of people are talking about how there are cattle ranches burning down the Amazon to raise more cattle. And I don't mean to get preachy. I try not to get too involved with that here on Facebook or Instagram. But the point I want to make here this morning is if you buy your meat at a farm like Blackbird or any of the other great meat farms around New England, you're obviously not buying meat from the Amazon, and you're not affecting those terrific fires down there. But also in general, I want to say you should eat less meat. I know this might sound surprising coming from me, seeing as how I work so closely with Blackbird, but I always tell people 4 to 6 ounces is a plenty big for a portion size. If you see on my stories when I'm doing a steak, that I'm usually doing one steak because that's for the whole family, because we share and we don't eat tons and tons of meat. I personally eat meat maybe once or twice a week. Many days go by where I don't eat any meat or just a small, tiny bit of meat as a kind of an add-on to a dish. So if you're concerned about the Amazon and things like that, and you're concerned about factory farms, these giant animals, buy your meats from places that places where you know where it's raised. And obviously, we're not importing a lot of meat from the Amazon here in America, but it certainly goes to all over the world. And if you're buying anything from giant factory farms like that are clear cutting fields and destroying rainforests to raise meat, that's not the type of meat you want to be buying. Just to, again, my personal experience here at Blackbird, we have several fields that we've cleared for cattle to graze or raise hay, but of the almost 250 acres, very little of it is clear. Maybe 40, 50 acres of it is clear, if that. So that's it. I just want to say that. Eat more shellfish. Today's hat is the Rhode Island Shellfishermen's Association hat. Get your clams here in Rhode Island, or also known as quahogs. Quahogs, cherry stones, top necks, little necks. Those are all clams here in Rhode Island. It is a gorgeous day here at the farmer's market. Maybe a tiny bit of rain coming down, but it'll pass, just a sprinkle. Let me take you around to all the great vendors that we have here and tell you what they're making and what they're growing and making. So we'll start down at this end of the market today with Lucky Clover Farm. Non-GMO, organically raised vegetables and flowers. Tomatoes are out in force, of course. Eggplant, peppers, tons of cherries, and then gorgeous flowers. Hello there. Hello, Lucky Clover Farm. Next up, Dreamcatcher Farm. They grow their own hemp and make CBD products. Hello. People swearing by these CBD products. I know my own mother came and bought some and loved them. Weeby Jammin' is setting up. She's got her salsas and jams and jellies and everything. Thank you, Deb. There we go. Under wraps for a second, but she'll be coming back out. Honey from Breakneck Hill Bee Farm. Breakneck, let's say that right. Breakneck Hill Bee Farm. All the honey and candles. Thank you. And Veggie Central is at Angel Farm today. See if we can even get all this. Turnips, radishes, hot peppers.
Portuguese hot peppers.
Jalapenos. Of course, grape tomatoes, and then a field of tomatoes. Look at that. Tomatoes as far as the eye can see. Some sunflowers, peppers and green beans, zucchini, cucumbers, carrots, eggplants, potatoes, onions, still a little kale left, and cabbage. And then there's the Eat Drink Rhode Island table. Oh, just had a couple sales on some spices. I got to fix my line there. Ocean State Pepper Company spices, Yacht Club sodas. I got to restock on the Yacht Club this week. Breads from the bread box. Brownie chip scones today. Thank you, George, for the sign. Appreciate that. The world's greatest soft pretzels. Already sold a few of those. All the cheeses are right down there in the cooler. And then the salsas from the Backyard Food Company. So that's our farmer's market. As always, the ice cream trailer here at Blackbird Farm will open up in a little bit. And then we've got the meats in the farm stand. Thank you for listening to me about the meats. I appreciate that. And thank you very much. We're open here till 1 p.m. on Sundays, 10 to 1 on Sundays, 4 to 7 on Fridays.